What's going on, guys, and welcome to the Morning Madness Podcast, the podcast where you get to wake up with us. I'm your host, Victory, here with your co-hosts, TJ and Carlos.
What up, guys?
And today we have a very fun installment for you today. We're going to be talking about anime and trying to convince our co-host, Carlos, why maybe he should try and give it a chance.
It's going to be fun for you guys.
Before we begin, Carlos would like to start with a little segment we like to call the Pop Culture News segment.
We'll name it
to be named later.
Yeah. Okay, so we get some really cool news music in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we can figure it out. All right. This past week has been kind of weird in the world of pop culture. We have seen the rise of big movies. First up, the movie Nobody came out, starring Bob Odenkirk, and while nobody thought Bob Odenkirk would be a good action star, well...
Look at us.
I don't want to look at you.
It's a conversation.
The movie garnered $6.7 million on its opening weekend, which is actually pretty big.
That's like
the one with a really annoying ad on YouTube where it starts with the guy getting decked in the face. I don't know what it is. It viscerally made me angry.
Yeah.
I agree. But that's...
What was it about?
Just think John Wick.
In a suburban house that his family doesn't know about.
Oh, so Taken, but...
Taken, but cooler.
Yeah. It's Taken mixed in with John Wick. Just mix those two up together, except no one gets kidnapped.
Yeah, well,
okay.
We don't know that. I don't know.
Okay,
maybe someone gets kidnapped. The kitty cat bracelet gets kidnapped. That's all I know. But that 6.7 is nothing compared to the colossal $9.6 million opening day debut for Godzilla vs. Kong that came out.
Yeah.
Man, you have yet to see that yet?
I know who wins, and it makes me. And I won't say anything. It's just.
This is why you stay off the internet, man.
Yeah, well,
that is unfortunate.
See, the thing is specifically, and you know what? Fuck it. There's a clip. I'm Dante. Fuck you for putting that out right after on your Instagram story. It upsets me. It was literally within a minute of the movie being over. Like I didn't get a chance.
Dante, you dick. What do you got? I hate those.
I know I'm punching up here, but
unfollow him immediately. No, just kidding.
I remember when Jurassic World came out, and my buddy was on Instagram, and he clicked some link that I was supposed to go to, but instead of it going to the link that it said it was, it went to the final script, the final 25 pages of the script for Jurassic World, and ended the whole entire plot and stuff.
That's amazing.
Well, okay, here's my question, though. That's kind of like that Vine where he's commenting the entire Declaration of Independence, because if I click on it and it takes me to a script of any kind, and I know big movies are out, I'm gonna get out of that, because if you see that and you're like, oh shit, I'm reading the last 25 pages of the script, here we go, that's kind of on you.
Definitely been in that situation where it's like, oh well, I'm already deep
here.
In.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what happened to him. It was maybe it was a couple pages and stuff. I'd have to ask him.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I can tie that back in later because I did that with a lot of manga spoilers down the line. But what else happened?
We'll get into you people later.
With Godzilla vs. Kong coming out, this is actually big for movies and the industry as a whole, especially now coming out of the anniversary of the pandemic, because when Tenet came out, it had a 9.4 million weekend gross over 3 days, over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Godzilla vs. Kong getting 9.6 million on its opening day just here in the U.S. alone is actually pretty big. So good for them. Mortal Kombat is delayed to April 23rd, unfortunately.
You're totally
joking.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's totally okay. Give them more time to perfect it.
Yeah, I'm
like
not sure.
Just play a game. You gotta give them time.
Not sure what the reasoning is there, but I'm sure they have their reasons. But yeah, April 23rd.
They better be good fucking reasons.
It better be, yeah.
It better be to add fucking Ermac into the movie.
See, this is it's scaring me that they're delaying it, because
they might add. Usually,
the calm before this is
the 1 year delay that comes next.
Because what is it? The 1 year delay is that we get a shitty movie in the end.
Isn't it like every year the pattern is they delay it for 3 months, then they delay it for a year, then you get there, they delay it 1 more month, and then they release it and the hype's gone?
Basically, I mean, that's basically what's happening to Venom 2, but I'm pretty sure there's enough hype around that.
To last it forever, how long
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, but with Mortal Kombat being delayed, usually that has to go with any test screenings they've done with audiences and getting feedback, so it could be just any amount of reshoots or VFX work.
How do you get gamers for a test screening? How do you drag them into a theater and go like, "Hey,
You
watch
offer
this"?
Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Yeah,
Like, you gotta get them out of the house. It had to be like a Zoom watch party.
Oh my god, Zoom watch party.
Could you imagine a Zoom watch party full of gamers? Everybody's got their HD cameras with like all their LEDs in the background, just like a fucking rainbow.
The Discord mods.
mods.
Discord mod meetup. Netflix has closed a $400 million plus deal for Knives Out 2 and 3.
I'm not happy with that.
The only reason I'm okay with
I
that
haven't seen
is that
You haven't seen Knives Out.
No, but I've heard it's really good.
I would give it a
It's
watch. It wasn't.
It's on my list.
A lot of people like. I think that movie like had a big splash, and I wasn't like in love with it, but I was really happy with how like creative it was and how inventive it was.
Genre. And these next two movies are hopefully gonna continue that. And if they can keep it adult and nice and like mature, then I'll be okay with it. It's just I would have loved to see it in theaters instead of on Netflix.
Yeah,
it's Netflix that's in charge of it. And so far, with literally everything, there's almost every part of Netflix that isn't killing it right now. Netflix has one of the best. One of the best has one of the best animes under its licensing, which is Seven Deadly Sins. They have multitude of those. Those teenage dramas played by 22-year-olds and shit. If you watch Outer Banks, for instance, Outer Banks, that show is on its like second season right now, and it's super duper popular.
Really? But
is there any substance to it? No, there isn't.
Because I've been hearing that Netflix is just losing items from their library left and right, and that's why people are upset with them. But nobody's gonna cancel their Netflix subscription. It's like the one thing that you always keep.
Yeah.
It's just I haven't remembered the last time something popped on Netflix and I went, "Oh, I gotta watch Netflix tonight." I think the last time was the Andrew Schultz comedy special, and it was not what I expected, and I turned off Netflix and never went back.
Interesting. I like. See, Netflix has a very big variety for like different people and stuff, and I know that I come back certainly for like the anime and the TV shows that are on there, and also because they have a lot of stuff that I feel like I wouldn't get anywhere else. Like for instance, they have a ton of documentaries on hip hop. And its influence and stuff, where I feel like I can't get that anywhere else, specifically.
Oh, my favorite little show that Netflix does have that nobody else does have, and is a concept that I will preach to the end. Because my favorite thing, one thing I really love as like a designer and an artist is creature designs. And so there's this, it's called like Other Planet or Other Worlds or something like that. And it's a documentary similar to like the Discovery Channel for Earth, but they take the science that we get from Earth and take another planet, change some small few aspects about the planet, like the size, the gravity, stuff like that, and create creatures that would react to that kind of environment. They create some of the coolest things ever. And for me, I'm somebody who's like, I understand the science behind this. That is so cool. The first episode, I got hooked, and they're like releasing them so slow. I can't wait this long.
I think I trust Netflix with it just because they are giving Rian Johnson full control over it. But my favorite response was the actual Knives Out Twitter, just tweeting the word "what." What? Rian Johnson runs the Knives Out Twitter, and it's the funniest shit ever because on Rian Johnson's birthday, he said, "Happy birthday to our director," and then he replies to that from the same account and says, "I've never wished myself a happy birthday."
That's amazing.
You just gotta admire like people who do that, who are in the industry and stuff. It's because like it kind of brings them back down to like, or even like if it's like super abnormal and shit, who fucking cares? He's weird. He proves that everyone's fucking weird and stuff.
It takes it's weird to get. You have to be weird to make good shit.
Yeah,
I will say that Knives Out was the only movie where I've sat there and I've been like, his film techniques for this movie were good. The way he shot digital to film with the lens on, and the way he used natural lighting from outside with the little fog lights to come through the windows. Yeah. It was so sick. Like watching the director commentary.
What other stuff has he directed?
Looper with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and
he directed that one.
He directed Looper, yeah.
Ooh, okay then.
And then that one I keep forgetting the name of his first film, but Looper was the one he did when they basically got him on for Star Wars.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so then moving forward, we have a new episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. out on Disney Plus. Haven't seen it yet, but I plan on watching it hopefully tonight.
Yeah.
I keep making those promises.
I do too.
I'll watch it this
WandaVision's
weekend, I
first.
swear.
I honestly forgot that it came out last night. Full disclosure. I don't know why.
It didn't come out on a weekend?
They come out Friday mornings.
Can you watch Falcon Winter Soldier before WandaVision, or do you have to watch it in show order as well? I know chronologically Falcon and Winter Soldier comes
really
first.
Matter? I mean,
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It honestly they don't really tie in.
Until we get to like the last episode.
Yeah. And then Mephisto shows
Or like
up.
in the background, something's happening from that other show. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
the one
Shit.
thing I did hate, I did like not like a bunch of like people saying like, oh, like this character's from this, when WandaVision came out,
People
like explaining who characters were. Like, I'm like, come on, man.
People who are just like MCU stands who have no idea about what comics are trying to say this is Mephisto. I'm like, shut the absolute fuck up.
Speaking
Right.
of stands, I realize I'm just an Eminem stan that's an esports player.
Oh God.
Speaking of people who don't understand superheroes necessarily, but like love the idea a lot.
Yeah.
So My Hero season 5 just came out, or was just announced that it was coming out pretty
Announced.
soon. And naturally, the My Hero fan base all over my Twitter, because I watched the show.
Yeah.
But I have never met a group of people who don't understand superheroes more than these people.
Really?
Everything they seem to understand about the way that, because they're very like I recently saw a tweet where people were talking about how the way that they fight in comparison to Naruto, where Naruto is very fist to fist,
Yeah, it's
like
very
actual martial arty.
Yeah.
They're like, well, it's just a lot of fancy flash, and I'm like, have you not seen like Iron Man at all?
And I think that's when it comes to animation, when it comes to like fight choreography, I feel like creators are able to kind of dig themselves in this hole, but at the same time not dig themselves in this hole. Because of Naruto, they dug themselves in the hole that was good for them, because everyone's a ninja. Everyone has like they even have a style called taijutsu within the show, and so within that, I'm trying to think right
Naruto's a long and veteran series. That being said, when it comes to rankings, I will say My Hero's a little bit better at the time. It is a little bit better right now. It has room to get worse to where Naruto can take over, but in my personal opinion, My Hero beats it. And so you can't compare it, obviously, but when you do, My Hero wins.
Oh, but then there's those people on YouTube who we love so much. Shout out to Death Battle for putting all of our fictional characters to see who'd win in a death match.
Oh, did they do one recently?
Oh, we'll get into that a little bit.
I haven't watched since the Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter one, but I was very happy with the outcome. I have to say.
nice.
I was sad, but I understood it. Swallowed that hard pill.
Really quickly, it looks like we're going to be doing a quick ranking of a few animes. We're going to do a tournament of power, as it were. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to do it I pitch one and you pitch one? And then we'll battle them back and forth?
So, before we start, Carlos, would you like to describe to the audience
your experience with
your
anime.
experience, and then we'll go
and
off of ours.
And how you feel about it and why you feel that way.
And if you talk shit, we're going to punch you. No, I'm just kidding.
You are within punching distance.
So here's the thing. Anime, I know zilch, zero, none, nothing, absolutely nothing. The reason I've never watched any animes, and I think the reason why was just it never like appealed to me, because there were always like different avenues for me to go down, whether it be comic books and movies, and also I didn't watch a lot of TV growing up. So
really?
Yeah, I didn't. If anything, my family we cut the cable like when I was in 7th grade.
I did too. Yeah.
So we just and we didn't even get like stuff like Netflix or stuff right away. Like I think we got Netflix like.
Oh yeah, no. I used YouTube exclusively for a while.
Yeah, and see, I wasn't a big gamer. I was just more like I loved movies and I loved certain TV shows that we would get into as a family. But yeah, it just never appealed to me. I would read certain mangas. I don't even remember what they were. I would just find them at the library and read what was.
Those are hentai.
Yeah.
You found it early on.
Yeah, at the local library in the
Whenever
back.
you say I don't remember what it was, that's when you know.
You just had to dust it off a little bit. Old Joe, the janitor, hit it.
You look like you wiped dust
I tried
into
to pull
his
the
breathing
imaginary
pad.
dust and it came back in my throat.
It's like this dust's a little crummy.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, and so I just never never got into it. And then as I grew up, like through high school, I had a lot of band friends who were into it, and a lot of people who were like, "Oh, you gotta watch this, you gotta watch that." And if there's one thing, this is when my aversion started coming into play.
This is when your learn to being a hipster became. If you watch this, I'm not gonna watch it.
Basically, if you tell me, if people tell me like to do something because everyone else is doing it, I'm not gonna do it.
That's fair.
If someone comes up, that's why like I never got into like Call of Duty for the longest time, because like everyone was playing it and people were like, you gotta play Call of Duty, and I'm like, well, now I don't want to, because now it's not like special. Like I don't know, it just felt like everyone was like telling me to watch like, because one thing I know is that there's like the popular animes, and then there's like the more niche ones that people are into. And sometimes the popular ones apparently aren't as good, you know. Like apparently sometimes like, okay, here's the thing. A lot of people like Dragon Ball Z, and I don't know what it is. I don't know.
It's my favorite anime, but I will tell you it is not the best anime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I will say since I'm a diehard fan, I'll say it's the best anime, but realistically it's not. Yeah. I will tell you right now that the best anime, animation, and story-wise are usually slice of lives, but nobody watches those.
Yeah, exactly.
You watch Shonen, and that's about it.
Yeah, and so that's one thing my viewpoint was always about. Like people would always tell me to watch the popular ones, and then I had this one friend who was super into niche ones, and then now coming here, I see there are people who are into like those kind of more niche ones. Like TJ is very knowledgeable.
We're about to pitch
our friend
you
Ileana
ones,
is
most likely.
And series are things I don't really have the attention span for, because my mind is always built for movies. And like TV shows, I'm amazed I was able to get into like The Walking Dead and stuff growing up, because like that, to me, episodic weekly television is painful for me.
Slow, yeah.
But that's why I think I got into stuff like Breaking Bad, because those episodes just feel like full, complete movies.
Okay,
and stuff like that. So those kind of limited series in the more new age of television, where it's more, you know, dramatic and televised movies, essentially, starting with like The Sopranos and stuff like that, I think that kind of fell more into my niche. And I don't know, I never fell into it.
All right,
that's fair. See, TJ, when did you first remember spotting like anime? Was it, okay, first off, what was your first anime?
It was when he opened his dad's homework folder.
Oh, you know what? I think it was, to be quite honest, I think it was my mom. Like, there was just something about like my mom who she like. So the movie that she this I swear this all makes sense in the end. When I was super young, the movie that my mom always put on was Mulan for me.
Okay.
Was just to like as background noise for me, or like just for me to like watch when I was a kid. And then there was Power Rangers though too.
Okay, you're gonna make the same kind of argument I'm gonna make.
Yeah, and then like growing up, like for some odd reason, it was like the Saturday morning cartoons. The first ones were Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. So I think my mom just has this big like.
Your mom's
appreciation.
a weeb.
Well, I don't know about weeb, but like, my mom has this appreciation for like Asian culture. It's probably specifically Japanese one. I don't know, or just Asian culture in general, maybe. But like, yeah, that's like those were like my first animes, like my first, I guess, exposure to Asian culture was anime, and so. When I started watching it really young, I thought Yu-Gi-Oh was the coolest fucking show.
I did watch a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh.
See, I did too, but I never watched it on the show. I had like little DVDs.
I had the DVDs
I had the
too.
first few DVDs.
I got them,
and I had the movie.
My favorite thing about them is they'd always play the episode, play the outro, and then start the new episode.
Yep.
They did that with every cartoon DVD back then.
Yep.
And that was what really got me in that. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that was out at the time, the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We've discussed this before. Yep. The one that became Turtles in Space. So that was the 2004 one?
Yeah, 2004.
Or like the mid 2000s one. Beautiful game. And then Transformers Cybertron was also like that.
Dude, I remember that. Oh my gosh, I had one of the action figures for that.
And both that TMNT and that Transformers are very anime-like. And then I also watched Power Rangers, and then occasionally when I was on 4Kids, I'd watch Kamen Rider because I thought it was just another Power Rangers subsidiary.
Oh my gosh, the Kamen Rider, the American version of Kamen Rider.
It's so confusing.
It's so beautifully horrible, and it's awesome at the same time.
But hey,
everyone's
they tried.
confused. I'm so confused on what everyone does.
And then they just ride motorcycles, man. They're dragons.
No, Carlos, it's this. Imagine this.
It's Power Rangers, but they ride dragon cycles. That is
cool.
all. I've not
And
seen
all
them
of
fight
them are
once.
white.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's.
Is this turning into a race war?
No, it's like it's so confusing because when you watch it, you have every episode. You have no idea. There's no concrete like set plot. It's kind of like you kind of guessing who does
It's
what.
because with Power Rangers we made it ourselves. With Kamen Rider they just said, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. They just like watch a Japanese Kamen Rider for like 80 hours straight and tell us what you come back with. And
I think
the writers came up with that.
And then I think it was around the age of 7 or 8 I watched the original Dragon Ball, just because it wasn't on Netflix. I was watching it somewhere.
Yeah.
And then after I finished that, I didn't know Dragon Ball Z existed. I didn't even know Dragon Ball was connected to Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't until my uncle showed up with a PlayStation 2 game, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2.
Yes.
And I played through the entire story, and I was like, oh, there's a show for this?
Yeah.
And so that's, not only did I find out the hard way, but I also lost all of the luster of every transformation in Dragon Ball Z because I knew they happened already.
Oh, dang.
I lost every emotional moment. The only one that still got me was Vegeta's suicide in the Buu Saga.
Okay, yeah.
But that's just because I love Vegeta.
But yeah, I love hate Vegeta. No, I was gonna say, so my first exposure to Dragon Ball Z was the video games.
Mm-hmm.
Had no idea what it was until I played it at my cousin's house. He's like, you gotta watch this show, and so I think my mom picked it up at like a store, like some DI place,
like Hollywood Video and stuff. You could get like the big DVD box sets.
Yeah, but I watched
You
mine on
connect them all to make a picture.
VHS. Shout out to VHS.
Oh.
So that's what I watched, and the portion I watch is when Goten and Trunks are inside the hyperbolic time chamber.
That is a very weirdly specific spot. Oh, the fusion episode.
Yeah, the fusion episode, but then they fight.
That's a good episode to get you hooked.
Yeah, they face Super Buu within the hyperbolic time chamber, and I'm just watching it. I'm like, what the ghosts that explode, dude?
Yeah, Dragon Ball gets hectic.
Carlos is sitting here like, what fever dream are you two talking about?
Here's the thing. I don't even know if it's considered anime. I don't even know what the
Go
fuck.
for it. We'll let you know.
I almost watched Akira.
Yeah, Akira is. Akira's one of the best anime of all time.
Okay, because I almost watched it because Christopher Nolan was supposed to make a movie out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he didn't, so then I didn't watch it.
So I'm not an actual Weeb fan because I haven't seen that movie yet.
I haven't seen it, but I do know. I know. But you know, the Bart Kira, the Simpsons remake of the manga. It's so that they got every panel is drawn by a different artist. And it's just the entire story of Akira rewritten with the Simpsons characters.
Oh my god.
And it is so amazing. So I know pretty much a bunch of the story. And Akira is goated, just like Sailor Moon and all those other like big
Okay, hold on. Before we go any further, let's make this really, really clear. Sailor Moon does not belong in anyone's top 10.
You give it respect for being an OG. It does not belong in the top 10. Though.
Okay, cool. Let's make that clear.
There's a difference between respecting the OGs of anime and then your top list.
Are we kidding? Powerpuff Girls is easily the best anime of all time.
Wasn't there supposed to be like a Powerpuff Girls anime around like 2016?
Yeah, there was, but it's funny that you bring that up. So it's been confirmed that the CW, the television network, has adapted the Powerpuff Girls
live action
game.
one?
Yeah, the live action one, which is going to include the...
Did you see who plays Professor Utonium?
Yeah, who...
It's Turk from Scrubs.
Why are you... Why?
I
Think about it, though.
Stop.
He's a doctor.
Yeah.
Just stop doing the live action thing.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
live
gonna
action
work.
Powerpuff Girls
Like
can
all
suck.
3 of the Powerpuff Girls, it looks like this show can be...
But you have to... You know what they're going for, right? It's supposed to be like a drama about dealing with the stress and issues of growing up as a childhood superhero. So it's literally about how dysfunctional they are, and I'm not excited for that.
You know what? I am for that. I want to see all
Also, who
these
says that the Powerpuff Girls can grow up? Who says that Chemical X doesn't keep them at like the age of however old they are?
So you want like them being like 67 and still be
No,
like
it's
the
just like
size of-
why do you have to grow them up? Like we don't want to think about that.
Because we finally need to make Rule 34.
There's already been Rule 34. There's no
Why
doubt
did you
about it.
mention
What?
that?
There's no doubt about it. There's already been Rule 34. There's
No.
Rule 34 for everything, even when it
Yeah.
first comes out.
No.
Dude, the
Then
moment
what's-
a new Pokemon trailer drops, that stuff
Then
floods the
what's
Reddit.
the explanation for the Powerpuff Girls then?
They age them up. Same with any other character that is young. They always say, this character is 18 plus in this picture. Whether or not they're drawn that way.
That's
Anyway,
You know what? That's an anime staple because they're like 54-year-olds who look 17 or 14 even.
No, Dad, you wouldn't understand. She's 3,000 years old.
No, yeah, that's a genuine common trope.
all right.
That's weird.
So we're gonna do our top animes. And
See, okay, that says top animes. See, you capitalized it, so I thought it said Tournament of Power animes. So I thought we were gonna tournament the animes.
no, I think it's topic of. Oh, I did TOP on X. It's supposed to be TOD.
Oh, see, I misread that so hard.
You're good,
okay,
you're good.
all right,
So
no,
what we're
fine.
actually going to talk about is like
Old
anime.
versus new anime.
versus new.
So I've watched a lot of old anime as of recently in the pandemic, which is it is a must. It is a must to watch at least 6 of the OG animes. Like it is not.
Yeah.
It is like even if you don't like them. So I watched Inuyasha.
I can't get into Inuyasha.
It's not the greatest, but I sat through it just because
Well,
I wanted to
everyone-
understand it.
It's like one of those ones that's like that just can't get this because or like you have to watch.
Well,
it.
it's getting a
not-
reboot.
it just-
It's getting a reboot.
It just doesn't look too appealing.
No,
you know
but
what I
if you
mean?
watch this new one, I think it should hook you.
Okay.
I think all they need to do is update the art style because the story's pretty good. I mean, obviously, they could do a little bit more with the characters, but hopefully that's what this reboot's about. Cowboy Bebop was another one that I consider OG because it's a banger. It is a banger, and I put it off for so long because of the art style. I genuinely, and it's not even that long, realistically, in comparison.
It's probably like 24 episodes, isn't it?
I know it's definitely under 100 or something like
Okay,
that, or
that's
at least
good.
it felt like it was. Did
Cowboy
you?
Bebop is one you should watch.
Cowboy Bebop is one I think you might enjoy.
I've heard
Do you
about.
consider Hunter x Hunter as an old anime? Has it been long enough?
And here's the thing about Hunter x Hunter. What's it called? The popularity for that came out of nowhere.
It's because it was an underground niche one, and then it jumped to the
And-
popularity, and everybody's
yeah.
like, "Oh, I watched that," and it's like it popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure. I would say no, personally.
Okay, that's fine. That's
I don't.
fine.
Yeah, because it's because it was so considered. My bad.
It has taken. I know we keep hitting the table. It's
Yeah.
taken one of my top spots though. Hunter x Hunter is a genuinely great anime. Sailor Moon, obviously, I watched growing up just occasionally because it was on like random channels. It was on was it
Yeah.
4Kids?
Yeah, it was like for me, it was one of those shows that came on. Like I had to sit through.
It came on before Chaotic, so I had to sit through it first.
Yeah, I couldn't just turn off the TV for an hour. Just, had to stay through it and stick through it and whatnot.
And then Evangelion. Evangelion's the other one
I
I
have
watched
yet
through.
to.
Very surprising. Not what I expected towards the end. When you see the opening, like the meme opening, it's like, this is gonna be interesting, and then you get there and it's like, what? Like I got to the end, I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, it's a surprisingly dark one, and I think here's a little known fact. Robin Williams' favorite anime
was Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I think there's even a scene with him. I forgot what movie it is. That he grabs a toy off of the shelf and it's an Evangelion.
Isn't his daughter involved in something with Evangelion?
No,
or like
she's named Zelda after.
right? Yeah, because he's just may he rest in peace. Robin Williams, one of the greatest men on earth.
I never.
He
knew
really
that
named
was
his
such a-
daughter Zelda.
Wouldn't you?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he
I know,
did-
but like,
he-
would
what's
you?
called
I would
that?
try. I would argue for it.
Because there's this commercial.
Zell is a pretty good shortened version of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a commercial.
Is that a fucking phone, right?
Huh?
Isn't the Zell a
Zelle
fucking
is
phone?
a bank transfer app.
Oh,
I have never heard of that before.
It's Wells Fargo's bank transfer system.
But if you go and look back at like the Nintendo Wii days and stuff, he has a couple commercials where he's talking about the new Link that's on there, and it's like, come on,
Twilight
Zelda.
Princess Link.
Yeah, and then it's like his daughter, and she's all grown and shit.
Aw.
It's a really nice commercial if you want to have yourself in the fields, or if you're a big Robin Williams fan. Go ahead and check it out.
so about Evangelion, real quick.
Alright.
Have you guys seen the Garfield artwork for Evangelion?
I think I have.
It's on like T-shirts, and
I
it's
stopped looking
literally
at Garfield art. As soon as I see Garfield pop up, ever since I saw the "I'm Sorry, John" subreddit, never again.
Oh yeah, no, we're not talking about.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
never
John.
gonna open Garfield photos ever again.
No, it's just a T-shirt I found on TeePublic, and it's literally Garfield with the font. It says Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I might have to get that just for the sake of it.
it's
Just for
actually
we're all
funny.
about the memes here at the Morning Man. This podcast.
Oh man. And then
We need
I don't
the
know if this
baby
is-
anime.
I don't know if this is considered an old anime, but another. It's not necessarily like a popular one. It's actually probably under popular. Honestly, I watched it so long ago I couldn't give you a real justification. Just know that the main chick has an eye patch over her eye, and I'm convinced she's not a real person. I don't remember. I watched it, that was the first anime I ever sat down and been like, you know what? I'll watch an anime, and I don't remember much of it, but I was happy. I was happy with it. Oh, and then I went to Blade Dance of Elementalers, and that was where I discovered harem anime. Not a fun watch.
Yeah, we're not doing a good service to anime right now because we're trying to convince people.
We're getting through the bad first, so that we can get to the good later.
Just know that if there's this is for
fan service isn't necessary, even though it's unnecessary, but I understand.
Yes, just know that's not the reason why most people watch it. It's just
we hate it too.
Yeah, we hate it too, and there's a lot of times where like I get uncomfortable because like it's a really good I'm really into like this scene or this
Fire
plot.
Force,
and the
Fire Force is the best example because you're so invested, and then
boobs.
Tamaki falls over. Oh well, great.
Trust me, and this goes out to all our female listeners. We do not we don't like it either. It's just there. We can't do anything about it. We can't fast forward because it literally lasts sometimes 0.3 seconds, and we just need to muscle and just grind our teeth and get through it.
Yeah, I've tried watching some. Obviously, my girlfriend watches anime just fine, but like, there's some who I've tried to watch where it's like scenes will come on. I'm like, I cannot explain this.
Yeah, no, and so I was watching this.
We watched the first episode of Demon Slayer together, or not Demon Slayer, Goblin Slayer together.
Yeah.
Poor decision because I didn't know what we were going into. I was like, yeah, this one seems awesome. Look at the character, and then Jesus Christ. It's a D&D anime. And the first episode. So you ever see that picture, the meme picture of the black goth house next to the pink Barbie dream house?
What the?
It's the black house is the first episode of Goblin Slayer. The pink house is every other episode of Goblin Slayer.
Nice.
The first episode starts with at least 6 rapes. in concession, or like it's probably like 4, but like honestly, if you rewatch it, if you know what's happening, you watch these characters on their way in, you're like, I mean, they kind of knew what they were getting into, but also like, I get it. You're excited.
What? Why is that? Wait, you're excited? What?
Huh? No.
What?
They were excited to go into the cave because they're a new adventure party, and they realize they're way out of their depth when they get in there.
Yeah.
Sark's
what? Why?
And it did, but that is a very one. It's like a separate case from the rest of anime. That is a one exception. If you want a good D&D anime, Rising of the Shield Hero, complete opposite way of telling the story.
It's actually that one is actually a really good one.
You probably know more about it than I do.
Yeah, I've seen it, and I actually liked it. It's written completely different from what you really want. And for Carlos, so basically, imagine this show. It's like it seems like a Marvel anti-hero story.
It's like a Percy Jackson meets like Sword Art Online kind of thing. Because it starts with like the book characters, and that's a prophecy, and then they get into like this D&D world.
Yeah, but then like the right,
and then it subverts your expectations.
Yeah, it exceeds any expectation. It breaks any not barriers. It breaks any type of mold there was that you thought about in anime. And so this one, it seems like a Marvel anti-hero story if you watch it. And if you end up watching
big bonus, you can watch it dubbed. That is one of the dubs that are actually pretty good right now.
I like dub over sub.
I do too. Okay, cool. So we can have a good discourse then.
Anyone that's like that, I watch it in sub. That's cool. You like to read while you watch TV.
Japanese breaks my brain.
Read a fucking book, you nerd.
That's why I can't watch sub.
I take it you guys don't watch foreign films.
I watch films in Spanish, and I watch films in Korean, but not in Japanese because I learned half the language as a kid. Fucked up my brain because the subtitles don't translate directly, and so it's just not right.
I like foreign movies, just not very many of them.
I'm sorry, TJ, pornos don't count.
Spanish speaking JOIs don't count, TJ.
Oh,
dang, exposed. No,
Vámonos.
Oh my god.
It's me, El Bebe. Vámonos.
El Joker.
El Joker.
Oh yeah, but no. So old versus
new anime, however. new anime has been killing it lately. Even though it's rolling out at a rate where it's like there's a huge wave of shows to watch, and like it's the wave effect, it crashes up on the sand and it pulls away, and there's a few left over. Those few, though, have been amazing.
Yeah.
Lately, and especially with like the improvements from animation studios and the opening of our first Western animation studio here in America.
Yeah, that's big.
We're getting some really, really good things, especially in the shonen genre. Demon Slayer is, without a doubt, probably one of the best new anime out.
So if there's anything to take from this podcast today, this one is going to be one of those recommendations where we want to get off the top.
Watch
so if you
Demon Slayer.
if you want a good, new, fresh show, you never experienced anime before, you kind of like dabbled in it, watch this show. It's only 12 episodes long. It's one of the better ones to watch as of right now, because if there's anything that can get you hooked on, it's probably,
without a doubt,
it's probably the animation and the art style.
I'm gonna do my quick 3 recommendations for you, Carlos, because I feel like these are all in the new anime section. So the first one is gonna be obviously Demon Slayer, because the art style, phenomenal. The story, easy to grasp and easy to follow.
Yeah.
You can get invested in the character and the struggle very quickly. And it also is flashy enough while also being like visually appealing in the fights.
Okay.
Second, My Hero Academia, because obviously if you're a Marvel fan, you can easily appreciate superheroes and the way superheroes work, especially when you pay attention to how they translate that to a mostly Japanese society. It is so well done, and it's still, to this day, my second favorite anime, under Dragon Ball. And I think you would love it, especially, like, it's slow for the first 4 episodes. After that, it hits its stride. By the time you get to Season 2, you will not want to stop till you get to the end of Season 3. Because it all just connects so well.
Yeah.
The Hero Killer arc is probably one of the most intense feelings I have felt in a long time. Yeah. And also, this show gets you more emotionally invested than a lot of other animes, I think. If you really want to, like, especially even in dub, I get it, people argue that the dub voice actor for Deku's a little bitch, but it's necessary because Deku's a little bitch right now. And it is such a great character. You just have to get over the fact that not all shonen characters start off as these badasses like Goku.
Yeah.
And see, I have zero context about Goku's arc, so maybe I would enjoy it.
You would. Honestly, like, he's a very Spider-Man-like character. He's a relatable kid who's not used to this world, and he gets it into it in a way that is more than he bargains for. So, and then third and finally is going to be Hunter x Hunter, because it's one of the more, it's like a middle ground old one, but it's so well, like, it's so nice and opening and inviting to you at the beginning, and it sets everything up real well, and the world's nice, that I feel like it's one that after you get through those first 2, you can sit down and it's like, this is my first long form anime. And then I'll give you one recommendation for something you should never watch, and that's One Piece. You will never get to the end of it. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. So don't try.
Does it just never end?
It hasn't ended yet. It's on episode 1009 as of yesterday.
Okay. So for everyone listening, there's hold on,
wait.
I'll explain. So within anime, so some anime studios, the manga, which is the paper book counterpart of animes that they get their sources from.
This is our Weeb 101 crash course.
Yeah, we're explaining to you how, if you ever hear these keywords and what they mean, if you ever hear a conversation, maybe that way you can chime in like, oh, hey, I know.
I watched the Morning Madness podcast. They
taught me how to be a weeb amongst other weebs. This is great. So the manga is the paperback counterpart to all these animes. Is mostly where they get their sources and mostly where they get their scripts from.
So the manga is it's the basis. That is the main story.
Right.
If you want to be an ultra level weeb, you go out and you actually spend actual money and buy it to see what happens next, instead of just patiently waiting. Like
I
song.
Do not like black and white imagery. So if it's not in color, I'm not gonna read it.
Exactly. So yeah. So there's just so many things I want to tell people about.
Filler is a good one to cover now, because that is One Piece's crux. Anytime a manga is going and stops for a bit and the anime catches up, because anime takes a considerably quicker time because they're already basing off of photos from the manga. They'll often catch up pretty quickly, and that's when the anime will overjump the manga, and it'll have to fill until the manga gets back past it again. And in One Piece, this happens for seasons at a time, almost.
That's double the amount of episodes of Law and Order.
Probably.
Yeah, also,
There's 456 episodes in Law and Order, and 458 in Law and Order SVU.
And there's about 900 episodes in Nard, so.
Yeah, Naruto.
What?
Yeah, but to be fair though, Naruto acts like the filler is bad. Like there's one chunk where I think it's episode 103 to like 246 or some shit like that. It is all filler.
Yep.
I will argue, if you love the characters, then watch it. But
if you don't have
if you
time,
just want to watch the show and be able to talk about it with other people, skip the filler. All of it. There's a guide on it. It's just like the Clone Wars.
No.
There's a guide to follow.
Here's the thing about people don't know, and like people somehow think that they're better anime watchers because I watched all the filler which makes me a better weeb or
No,
a higher
you just
level.
have more
No,
free
you're just a
time.
gatekeeper and an asshole, Donnie. Hi, Donnie. Donnie's a real person. No, so there's these people who like think that because they watch the filler, they're bigger fans than everyone, and this is besides Donnie and whatever. But they're like there's that notion like I'm a bigger fan than you. It's modern day gatekeeping.
Yeah, it's a dick measuring contest.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
anime.
Yeah, exactly. And for everyone, if you really don't want to watch the filler, Google it. Go online, search up
Right.
whatever show that you do. Like go to One Piece, have it pull up filler episodes. Then avoid those episodes.
I will tell you, anime is the easiest thing for you to know all of the information without watching the show.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
What's up?
I just did a little bit of research. This is a little bit of a detour, but we were talking about episode count.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned that the show in the United States with the highest number of episodes,
MASH.
General Hospital, with
Yeah.
14,557 episodes, started in April 1st, 1963, and it's
Yeah.
still going.
Man, it's the Grey's Anatomy of their time. It's not gonna stop.
Oh yeah. By the way, if you diss an anime but you watch Grey's Anatomy,
Yeah,
you can
fuck
suck
you.
a fat
What kind
dick.
of time do you have on your hands where you can watch a
I don't-
doctor show
I don't
and
watch
not
Grey's
watch
Anatomy.
anime? Like,
We woke up and chose violence this morning. Like, because okay, that goes on to my next tangent.
Does that apply to Scrubs too? Like,
no,
what?
Scrubs is
No,
acceptable.
Scrubs is cool. Scrubs is cool.
Okay, Scrubs
people
is
who,
like
people who watch Scrubs
A-
probably
S
watch
tier.
anime
It's
too.
just Grey's Anatomy and The Good Doctor. You have to take a chance. Like you have to accept it. Then
The Good Doctor looks cool.
The Good Doctor's a pretty good show.
Oh really?
I like from the clips I've seen. It seems like a really good show. But I don't like watching hospital dramas other than Scrubs because
Gotcha.
Scrubs was funny.
funny,
so
and
I do
then the
have a
next
question to
episode you'd
ask you guys.
fucking cry your eyes
So
out.
I had an acquaintance tell me this a while back.
Okay.
And it was and they had told me that hey, I don't like that we were talking about TV shows that we watch, and they asked me. I'm keeping them anonymous. And they asked me like, hey, what do you watch? I'm like, I watched a lot of like YouTube and anime mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, and I asked her, have you watched any anime before? And they were like, oh, I don't really, what's called, like, I'm not really into like the Japanese culture and stuff. So I'm not trying to expose anyone, but like, I legit, like, how do I respond to that? I don't remember how I responded. It probably wasn't appropriate.
Okay.
Like maybe there are themes within the culture because like for instance, fan service is a huge thing within.
Okay, you want an anime without fan service? You can watch Dragon Ball Z. You can watch.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z is what's it called. There's a part of Dragon Ball Z. I'm talking.
It's very
about,
hidden.
I'm talking about. I think about Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball's full of fan service.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball
never mind.
Z, however, none at all.
Very
they do a
little.
really good job of making strong female characters, so much so that the strongest female character is annoying.
Is it Videl?
No, it's Chi-Chi.
No, she's not. Okay, no, you can't. No, we're not.
If you haven't seen Super, we're convinced that she is strong
Android
as fuck.
18.
Yeah, Android 18 is technically the strongest female. She's great, but Chi-Chi can go Kaioken. It's shown in the Supers, and they just don't address it.
What?
No, it's like a weird thing the animators did where they just, as soon as she gets really angry, they give her the Kaioken aura, and nobody says anything about it.
There's probably a Reddit page.
So
for
all of the
this.
fans just go, yeah, she has Kaioken.
Reddit moment.
And they go, it would make sense because it's like, surely she gets some
Yeah.
residual off Goku, like surely because she used to be a martial artist, so it wouldn't.
Not
I mean,
that good of one, but
No.
she was one.
she could have been if she wanted to,
Yeah.
but she really wanted to be a housewife.
Hey, if you want to be a housewife, go for it.
Yeah,
we need a lot more, but we need more housewives, or no, we don't need more housewives.
Don't say that. We're not Burger King in this podcast.
Not like that, but like housewives are good. Housewives make the world go round.
I think we need more house husbands, actually.
House husbands. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't mind being a house husband.
You gotta be making money still, though. Like, obviously, as a content creator,
I was
I'd be a
working
house
from home while
husband,
taking care of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't mind. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Well, you, Carlos, you want to be a house husband?
What does that job description entail?
Take care of the kids, make them breakfast in the morning. You take care of the house facilities in the morning while the wife's at work.
Do I look like a cuck to you? I'm so sorry. I had to make that joke. I wouldn't mind that. I've always like dreamed of. I'm like flipping back and forth. I'm like, do I want kids? Do I not?
Me too.
Because I want to be that baseball dad, but at the same time, I also want to be like.
Kids are so expensive.
Yeah,
bro. Just be. You know what? Just be an anime dad. Have the kid so you get to enjoy that bit and then dip. You go dip. You go get your hunter's license. You're out.
Oh no! Yeah, what's that? You go find some secret. Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so bad. Okay, so let's get back on top of it. We were talking about fillers. We were talking about fillers.
Let's see. Another. Yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to know for the most part. Nobody's gonna throw out a really bad like term at you. Dub versus sub. All you need to know. It's an opinion. Don't let them sway you.
Yeah, it's just an opinion.
That being said, there are some animes where you have to give leeway one way or the other because some dubs are trash.
I feel like. Well, I've heard like most dubs are pretty bad because like it doesn't match the inflection and tone of the original voice actors and the original emotion. There are certain dub actors who are really good.
Yeah.
And I know this
kicked it up a lot now.
I know this based on just even movies in general. It's like when you're watching movies and even foreign shows, like subtitles are obviously superior.
Right.
Because it's reading, whatever, but in my opinion, you're preserving the integrity of the original creation. Especially
as someone who watched loads of K-dramas in the pandemic, I don't think I would have taken the time to if I had watched it with like English voices dubbed over that, it just doesn't make sense. It's not right. Animated stuff, you can do that on. It makes sense.
See, I like. There's sometimes where I like the biggest thing about sub that I can't get over is. Just when there's I just can't get over their screams.
The screams are a little too much,
you know. And then it's like when
take the Trunks, the future Trunks scene when future Gohan dies. The scream in the dub version, I argue, has more of an emotional inflection than the scream in the sub version.
Yeah,
the scream in the sub feels more like it's just a scream for the sake of screaming. You can feel the pain in the English one, and it's one of the few examples I'll bring up in terms of good dub voice acting because goddamn, that Trunks voice actor does a great job. That being said, I might be thinking of the TFS version for the DBZA version because that's the most recent. I've watched Dragon Ball, and they're phenomenal voice actors.
And here's another recommendation for everyone who's
if you're an already anime fan, watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Not even if you're just an anime fan. If you want to watch something funny online, that's like an anime. But
No, TJ, trust me. You have to be a Dragon Ball fan in order to get through the first 30 episodes.
No, I'm telling you this
right now. Or the first 20
if they watch the abridged version, if you watch the abridged version of Dragon Ball Z, and all we have to do is add every character to their core.
It is, but trust me, I tried showing my girlfriend DBZA as an experiment. We couldn't get through the first 10 episodes because obviously it's way back in 2006, so the voice acting isn't quite there. So either show them one of the movies first and then start, or you have to watch a little bit of Dragon Ball first.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I can see that.
Because it ages a little bit, but after you get to episode 30, it's phenomenal.
I think that's the thing that kind of turned me off in the first place was there's so much you have to take into consideration before embarking on watching something. I feel like there's a lot you have to know going into it. You have to know this is the proper way to watch it. This is the better storyline, or this is the abridged version. It's
oh no, that's the abridged version's a fan series. So it's fan made. So it's you don't have to. It does not. It's not canon at all. It is just hilarious.
Right. I just feel like there's certain things prohibiting me from always getting into it because I was okay, I'll watch this, and they're no, you have to do this before that, and I'm
that is fair.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
No, I want to watch this one. Oh, no, you can't. So, that's not good.
That's why the newer animes are good for that. Yeah. Because you don't have to worry about all the bullshit like Naruto. Getting into Naruto is so hard
because
there's Naruto and then Shippuden, and Shippuden is just overlapped with Naruto.
I thought they were the same thing.
No, one's when he was a kid, one's when he's a teenager.
But it overlaps in the beginning, so it you essentially get the same 10 episodes before you start Shippuden. So just start in Shippuden. You won't miss much. It'll flash back to all of the original.
Before we start talking about Naruto, this is a random thought that came to my mind. This is for everyone in the anime community. When other of your friends ask, hey, what should I watch? And you say anime, please stop bombarding them with stuff that you know damn well is not going to grab their attention. Give them recommendations that are slow, but will gradually grasp them. Because I did an experiment too. I had a friend watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, only season 1. She didn't like it. Why? Probably because it was a little bit too overwhelming for her.
The first episode is pretty jarring.
Oh yeah, what's it called? Boy attached to. If you never heard of this, here's basically the synopsis. I told Maylee, which is our friend, to watch this anime about a boy who lost his left arm and his right leg
and his whole brother.
And his whole brother. And then he binds
brother.
And then he binds his brother's soul to a suit of armor that's about 2-3 feet taller than him, and they go around the countries looking for the devil.
It's a good show.
Why does it sound like the plot is Supernatural?
Oh my god. Supernatural gets influences
from... No. If we had lost Dean, then they brought him back in a suit of knight's armor, then we'd be concerned.
There's probably a Supernatural episode on that. Oh god,
I don't think there is.
Damn.
No, it would be funny if there was, but
right.
I wouldn't be like that. I wouldn't be surprised if that was like an arc they had to go through. I'm like, this is just Full Metal Alchemist, just with white guys.
Okay, this is a question because this is one that one of my friends was obsessed with. What's Black Butler?
No.
No.
So listen, in middle school, there's all of these women who didn't know that they were gay yet.
And dude, you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly who she is.
And they loved Black Butler and any of the yaoi animes that were over the top gay for two. It's
really?
2 dudes. It's just Black Butler. I can synopsis for you. 2 guys want this guy's soul because it'll keep him alive, but I think they have to fuck him for it or something like that.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. That is exactly 100% her personality type. We don't talk anymore because she was so annoying with this because it was literally Black Butler that she had every single manga. She watched all the anime. She would do the cosplays or whatever, and it was kind of cringe for a little bit. Not gonna lie.
I hate to break it to you, man. You watched Black Butler, and there was one other show back around that time that was very similar. You're not straight. I'm sorry. Nobody watches through that show, enjoys it, becomes a fan of it, and then finds out they're straight later on.
I just remember reading the first 3 mangas with my friends, and I was like, this is just weird. and I was like, no disrespect if you like it though too.
It's not a bad anime.
I just couldn't get into it.
It's just not something for me.
I didn't see the appeal for me, as I did with others. But yeah,
I prefer my gay men to be Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. Not
is Hisoka?
He's flamboyant. He's like me, a very flamboyant man.
Okay, gotcha.
But I don't think he's a pedophile as well. But I don't think he's gay.
Oh.
Well, actually, no. Technically, he would. Yeah, no.
Shit.
Okay. I don't think he's. I think he's on the table for anyone.
Okay. What are the rules? What are the rules in anime?
No one's explicitly what they are. Like, for instance,
the rule is check their age and their gender ahead of time before you post about how much you like them.
Actually, yeah, that's actually.
No, I mean in the world, creativity, story wise.
Yeah,
what are the rules?
It depends on the genre. Shonen, most often, you're gonna follow a protagonist in a mostly combat-based world. There's isekai, which is where you get trapped in another universe, most often a video game world, like Sword Art Online or Rising of the Shield Hero. Another good, and then there's slice of life, which are basically your day-to-day what American anime would be. It's like, we live day-to-day and day-to-day dramas and relationship stuff. They're pretty good, honestly. It's just you have to be into that kind of thing. And it's really good for lonely people.
I guess I found my type of anime,
don't
boys.
Don't get too attached because some of them get hit by buses for no reason or trucks for no reason.
You want to see General Hospital anime?
If you see Truck Sama on the way, you better kiss goodbye to that character.
Wow. How about a Scrubs anime?
They could do it. I could see them do it.
I can definitely see them doing it.
Is there a good medical anime?
There's not real. I've never heard of one.
I've heard of one.
There's a really.
Someone told me about one because they were really into doctor shit.
A medical anime. I swear I haven't heard.
That sounds like a good.
That being
to
said,
watch.
one good anime that isn't necessarily traditional, Food Wars. It's a cooking anime.
Oh, that one looks good.
Genuinely very soothing to watch. As someone who went to
Science
culinary
with
school,
that.
like it's fun. It's fun to watch.
One of my friends told me that we were gonna watch it over like Valentine's Day weekend, and I was like,
That is a very that's a very like romantic thing to do.
That's really weird.
Because Food Wars is a very sensual show.
I should
In
have
every
said yes.
In every sense of the way.
No, dang.
Well, I mean, we ended up watching something else, but nothing happened.
Oh.
See, you
fine.
should watch Food Wars, man.
No, we ended up watching shitty animated movies on
Like what?
Netflix. Oh my god! So what we like doing is we like scraping the bottom of the
That's
barrel
fair. I have
of
done that.
animation on Netflix.
Why do you guys do this to
It's
yourselves?
because it's fun to watch something that's so bad it makes you go, "What the fuck?"
Like, you
want to
watch a bad dub? Pull up Charmed on Netflix. This is the worst movie I've ever seen. So it takes the idea. The plot is actually kind of interesting because it takes your idea of like the fairy tale genre,
Yeah.
and it does kind of like a Shrek thing to it, where it kind of twists it around. But basically, like these princesses, like Snow White and Cinderella, whatever, they're like these hipster bitches where they're so stuck up and full of themselves that Prince Charming saved them.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, but Prince Charming, his deal is that he's literally cursed for life because everyone he looks at immediately falls in love with him. So it has an interesting little plot twist where literally he can't look at anyone without them falling in love with him. Until he meets this one girl who is immune to his charm, and the only way that he can break this curse is by like going on this quest and prove that he's not a pussy. So like, it's a legitimately interesting thing, but my god, the animation is the worst animation I've ever seen. The dubbing, it has like all these like singers voicing the princesses.
Wait a minute. Carlos, since you like movies, have you ever watched a Ghibli film?
Oh, a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, like Spirited Away.
Oh, Princess Mononoke, my
Princess
favorite.
Mononoke, My Friend Totoro. Like, those are all really, like, those are all phenomenal, and I feel like we wouldn't do it justice if we didn't mention them once.
I watched
Yeah,
like the
true.
big one, Spirited Away, Totoro.
I had to watch for
Mononoke.
class.
What's that
I watched
one?
Princess
That's my
Mononoke.
favorite. Yeah, speaking of childhood, Kiki's Delivery Service.
Kiki's Delivery
That's a good
Service.
one, yeah.
That was my. That's like one of my very earliest movies I had
Let me
on my VHS
find
and
the
stuff.
latest.
I didn't really
Let me
appreciate it
find-
for what it was, but it was always a good watch.
It's a good movie.
Let me really quickly see if I can find the latest on par with a Ghibli movie level of animated movie. Oh, also Big Time Rush is on Netflix now.
Yes.
What was it? It's okay. I can't. Let me see. Cat anime movie.
This is gonna pull up a lot of weird
Netflix.
stuff for you.
Sure.
A Whisker Away. A Whisker Away came out 2020. Beautiful anime from start to finish.
Yeah.
It's like the animated movie. Very on. I don't know. Is it a Ghibli studio film? It is no Studio Colorado Toho Animation. So it's really good, genuinely, and it's really new, and it's very like. I sat through it with my girlfriend. Honestly, thought I wouldn't like it at first. Amazing.
Nice.
And then two more I need to bring up: Assassination Classroom and.
We'll talk about Assassination Classroom in a minute.
Assassination Classroom is a great way to introduce you to the idea of traps in anime, which is very common.
What?
So the main.
Oh! I went there, but I don't care because now I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Nagisa from Assassination Classroom is the first trap I ever encountered in anime.
Oh no!
Were
the
you
first ever-
betrayed?
No, I never was. I was actually attracted to the guy who showed up later, the guy with the red hair.
Oh, gotcha. I forgot his
Interesting.
name. Okay, but no, my trap when I was younger was Haku from Naruto. I thought.
Oh, that was your anime crush?
Oh no, not my anime crush. But like, I got what's going like. I didn't. What's like? Oh, it's a boy. I'm like, that's a girl. And then like they're like, no, that's a boy. I'm like, for real?
Right, traps, right. I got caught up on the thought of anime crushes.
Oh yeah. No. We don't
He's
talk-
sweating over here.
I am.
My
I am.
man's, he's like,
I have to clear that up.
So, we're gonna go into like our favorite ones of all time.
Favorite animes of all time?
Yeah, favorite. Or no, not favorite. Oh yeah, another aspect of like
The
white
music,
people.
the soundtracks of anime. How could we forget for the longest time? Really quickly, I'll tell you, soundtracks in anime are phenomenal. Give it 10 years, there's a chance a lot of them might be pirated. Because we found that out a long time ago with Faulkner. Ripped a lot of the Dragon Ball score from a lot of famous American songs, especially rock and roll. But they were so well done. It's almost a shame. It's such a shame.
Damn.
And here's how... so the one big thing about animes is that they always have these different intros. Mm-hmm. Everyone's familiar with TV show intros.
You ever seen Friends? How it has the same intro but different shots throughout the whole way through.
Yeah.
Anime gets a new song every so often for each season, sometimes, or every so often. Unless you're fucking. Unless you're that one show that just came out, the one that was up there for a while, the guy with the silver hair. I can pull it up.
What is that one? There's a lot of people in anime with silver hair.
I was just gonna say that's like saying the gray-haired lady at church.
That's very fair. It's hold on, newest shonen.
Wait, you mean Black Clover?
Black Clover.
Oh,
yes, they get a new
okay,
opening
gotcha.
every fucking week. But I mean, they're pretty hard. I'll tell you some of the what anime to you has some of the best openings? Because My Hero has some amazing ones.
Yeah, Peace Sign.
Peace Sign.
Odd Future is a good one. By the way, a really cool thing about what anime does is that when they're searching for these songs in Japan, they often hold these contests.
And they'll get actual bands to come in and just do it for them.
So they'll give other people opportunities to have their music shown on anime, and that's how a lot of these people get big, though, too.
Yeah.
And so I guess one of mine all-time favorite is going to probably be from Naruto. Mm-hmm. I just love a lot of their music. Specifically, Shippuden has some of the biggest, has some bangers. Obviously, there's the Silhouette one. If you guys don't know that one, that's when the music that's playing when people Naruto run in the streets, or you see on Daquan Instagram stories.
Yeah.
I don't know where else you would see it.
Daquan Wilshire on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. And then, the Silhouette. Signed by Flow. It's called Flow is just a fantastic band. They do multiple animes throughout the years.
One of the all-time greatest anime openings of all time, Unravel from Tokyo Ghoul. Even to this day, still a meme.
Okay, but why is here's the thing with me. I'm confused on why that's the best. Why that one is so good.
It's very impactful, and the opening itself went along with the power that the song drew because they had a really good, solid opening for the longest time. Tokyo Ghoul was consistent for a while, and then they kind of fell off towards the end, but they were consistent in terms of openings, and their songs were all right until you get to the newer stuff where the newer studios were okay, every single thing we do with music has to be great. Give them leitmotifs and everything.
I will say this: Fire Force has some of the best openings that I've heard in a long time.
I think it's just because new anime knows they need good music to pull people in now.
Well, they have a one of their second season that started. They have an English opening.
Really?
Yeah, it's Mayday by Cold Rain, featuring Rio from Crystal Lake.
How do you know these artist names like that?
I just love music, bro. I just love music. It's one of my big things. But yeah, it's called Mayday. I think they are a Japanese band, but it's a heavy metal band. It's screamo, and it's so good. It's it's one of those songs that you just need it just needs to be on your playlist, on your gym playlist, and it goes hard, bro. It goes hard.
Carlos, as a movie fanatic, the whole the difference in obviously as a film major as well, the use of leitmotifs and how important they are to characters and stuff like that. You say Run as a leitmotif in My Hero, and I know I keep jumping back to this show. I am not that big of a dick writer, but the You Say Run is one of the most powerful leitmotifs in any anime ever. So much so that when I was doing maxes back in high school, when I was doing weight training, anytime we had to do a deadlift max, I had You Say Run blaring right at the peak for that pull. Every time. Without a doubt, without fail, always helped.
You know what's helped me when I'm on the cardio, when I'm doing cardio, or just if I'm running, or if I'm just boxing in the gym, I like to put on Inferno by Mrs. Green Apple. The first one from Fire Force. That one's just slaps.
Anime
dude.
music for some reason works with workouts just so well. I guess you feel like you have your own training arc, I guess.
Yeah.
Which
We're all just secretly
funnily
weebs
enough, in the
gym.
last like 10 to 15 years, like anime has really pushed people to get to the gym now. So like anime gym bros have soared in numbers.
Oh yeah.
They just want to look like all those swole
Genuinely,
15-year-old
and
boys.
like back in the day, it changes the perception of people. It's like, oh, they watch anime, they're all lazy
all
fat
fat
gamers.
nerdy.
Now, holy shit, dude! Some of them are getting ripped as hell.
Or like the Giga Chad meme.
And then there's like the
enjoy
YouTubers who do
anime.
like the training like One Punch Man for like a month. Like Lanny Pator did the Saitama workout for from TFS for I think it was like 3 months or something like that. Lost a significant amount of weight. Looks the best he ever has in his life.
Really?
Yes, or maybe not in his life. I don't know him that, but like he looks amazing, and he documented the whole journey on Instagram the entire time.
I want to see this.
So like I'm so happy for him. That being said, I do not have the dedication to do because the Saitama workout is 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-mile run every day.
Yeah. This is where people, yeah.
But it makes results.
Built different.
Anime characters are built. Anime characters are built different. I think that's
And I know down the line I'm gonna have to do that for a video at some point.
You know, it's good, and it's a good transition though too, because another reason why a lot of people fall off anime is because there's crazy shit going on. Not just like creepy crazy shit, but like actual
you can't
cool
get
shit.
that stuff in any other medium. Like,
No, you can't. And this is why I argue why American television is kind of like not. Story wise, it's not compared to like Japanese anime.
And
animation.
imagine this. Instead of a laugh track, in American TV shows, you got music to back up moments, like critical dramatic moments.
American TV pales in comparison to pretty much every other country, especially
no, we're not gonna let Indian television get away with
India Indian entertainment does not count.
We're not gonna let Indian Spider-Man get away with that. Like,
No.
if you've seen that video, you know.
Any Bollywood, well, maybe one Bollywood.
No,
we can get away
Bollywood
with.
does do decent. It's specifically the Indian film industry that does those like Matrix remakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, but like if you look at the stuff that's coming out of the UK, if you look at stuff that's coming out of Spain,
Even Russia,
Russia
which
has
I didn't know about.
Russia
incredible
has TV?
content.
There's right.
Yeah,
There's this-
Chernobyl.
I thought it was just Putin speaking. It was 24/7.
Oh my god.
There's this Russian alien movie that I saw the trailer for on Instagram.
What?
Their CGI, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Really?
No, and here's the thing: Denmark and Spain are my two favorite like international
I love
distributors.
Denmark in general.
Yeah,
Denmark's amazing.
the films that are coming out of Denmark right now are just brilliant. But also Spain, their industry is very independent oriented in both TV and film, and the stuff coming out of there is just so high quality. I mean, I watched over spring break. I watched a movie that was in a local film festival. It was called in America we pronounce it Blu-ray, but it was spelt Blue Rai because the character's name was Rai, and he ran a video store.
Okay.
But it was basically like a love story about him trying to get engaged with his girlfriend, but by doing so, he holds his video store employees hostage to get her attention on the news.
That's I mean, hey, smart move.
That sounds like something I've seen before, but since this is,
I think I've seen a clip on like Instagram.
Probably it was really funny, and it had like some moments you could tell it was like very low budget, but like still like for a low budget movie made for probably less than $3,000 that was better than some of the stuff I've seen coming out of our
genuinely.
like stuff nominated for Oscars.
I totally forgot to ask this. I totally forgot to ask this earlier. So have you watched like I'm gonna ask you 4. Have you watched Avatar?
The movie?
The Last Airbender.
No.
The show.
No.
You bitch.
I'm sorry, I didn't have TV.
God, okay. Have you watched
You have
Samurai
TV
Jack?
now.
I have seen bits of Samurai Jack.
Okay. Have you watched Teen Titans?
Yes.
Have you watched Ben 10?
I watched a bit of it, but I kind of fell off.
Those are American animes. Without a doubt, those are American animes. And
I'd say yes.
Yeah, Avatar, I can completely see that.
Teen Titans and Ben 10 are like the iffy ones, but Samurai Jack and Avatar are without a doubt.
Yeah.
Ben 10 is the one I would definitely cut from the list, but people love it so much. I don't understand why, but go off, I guess.
I can see that.
I didn't understand. Okay, first of all, I didn't understand why they had to make Teen Titans Go. I don't know why.
Okay, here's the thing.
They wanted to dumb down their audience for Cartoon Network because they wanted more children, and they noticed that children, due to social media, have a shorter attention span, so they needed to make everything go.
The Teen Titans Go movie.
The one with the Teen Titans?
Yeah, that was meta as shit, and I kind of loved it. Like
it surprised me.
I
gotta watch it still.
Yeah, no, you don't have to. But the thing is, like, the show, like, when the show came out, I was like, what is this? This is basically like a kid's version of Teen Titans, but just.
I still watched it, though.
Yeah,
I wanted to be skeptical, but
I watched a bit of it. It was pretty stupid. It has its moments. There's some moments that I watch and I go, okay, that was actually really funny.
It's like, especially when they pull a comic book joke that's like not for the audience. It's like, oh, I get that. That's
Teen Titans, the original show, that just has enough like nostalgia running it that allows it to be good now.
Is it from the movie, the scene where the Teen Titans are like fixing the timeline and they go and get Batman's parents killed?
Yeah. No, Robin literally pushes
their parents and puts
his
the
parents
pearl
in the alley
on her neck and pushes them in the alley. You see the gunshots and the pearls fall and they give a thumbs up and run away.
They're like, all right, all right, you're gonna be Batman now, and they run away and little Bruce starts crying. It's a great scene.
It is
that
one of the most underrated parts of that.
And they literally
also Stan Lee's in that movie.
Yeah. And they literally replicated the portal scene from Endgame with all the original Teen Titans coming.
Technically, the Teen Titans Go movie is the last Stan Lee cameo.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think that was for tribute for him?
No, 100%.
Most likely, yeah, because they were walking on the film set, and I think it was just like they were like, "Oh, everything's filmed here," and it's like, who else works here? It's like, I am Stan Lee, and it's like
that whole movie, like, to me, just caught me so off guard because I'm like, this is just gonna be a stupid version of the show.
Teen Titans Go does a good job of making some of the Teen Titans weaker villains good as well. But
Deathstroke is funny as shit in that show.
But Teen Titans, the original, like when they what is the madman who traps, like, there's the one specific villain towards the end of the series where they trap him in, like, he traps him in their museum or whatever, and Robin starts aging really fast. That guy is one of the best villains I've ever seen from the comics translated into like the animated universe.
Oh man, there's a lot of good things about. I really love the Red X stuff.
Yes,
that was my favorite.
It's a shame they didn't finish that last season because I guarantee you Red X would have been involved more, and we would have gotten a full conclusion to that
Red
plot.
X is Jason Todd. Guarantee you.
No, well, Red X is revealed to just be Robin at first, and then the new Red X, and they're like, "Who's that guy?" And it's like, well, guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to wrap it up. But I did want to ask you this: what's some of your We'll ask two different things. I'll ask two different questions to both of you. Think about your saddest anime moment. I want you to think about one of the saddest movie moments of all time for you.
Oh no.
Let's go. We'll gravitate towards that.
Okay, and then while I'm thinking about that, I want to ask you guys your guys's, like, you guys obviously watch like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all the old anime. Even if you have to pull from there, your childhood anime crush. Try to pull that up. I'm gonna think saddest anime moment for sure. Definitely, you know what? Yeah, Vegeta's suicide in the Buu saga of Dragon Ball Z, because it's the first time Vegeta really shows his humanity. Because the way he does it is he's standing there with Piccolo, Goten, and Trunks. Trunks being his son, and Vegeta's not a very big family guy, so he's just wished or talked to the Wizard Bob, and he'd given him the Majin symbol and made himself like pure evil for the sake of beating Goku. And and he's sitting there with Boo, and he's like, "Okay, we can't beat him. I've got a plan here." And he picks up his son. Then he picks up Trunks. He goes, "I haven't held you since you were a baby." He goes like, "I want you to know, blah blah blah. Take care of your mother. I love you, blah blah blah, whatever." Sets him down, tells Piccolo to take the kids away. He doesn't know they see this. I don't think. I don't know if they see it in the original dub or whatever. Because I know I remember the scene from the game specifically. He goes in there and just blows himself the fuck up,
really?
And it is so emotional. I love it so much because it's so character driven.
Yeah. So have you seen all of Naruto, correct?
Most.
Okay.
I haven't seen past Pain, or I haven't seen up to Pain. I haven't seen Pain yet.
Okay. Oh, you haven't seen Pain. Okay, this might be a spoiler for you.
That's fine.
So my saddest moment is coming from Naruto. And so
is it the death of?
No. It's not death.
Oh.
Surprisingly, a lot of people, if you ask them, like, and I'm not saying like character deaths in anime are a lot more dramatic and written and better written than most American television, though, too.
Mm-hmm.
But this scene comes from it comes during the Pain Saga, and this is where Naruto meets his father for the first time. And and so it's like this what's called this his dad coming to visit him. It's a weird sequence. I don't know whether or not it's a dream or in his own mind, but he meets his dad for the first time. Naruto is an orphan when he's growing up, and this is his first time meeting him. And the dad's expecting this very warm welcome, but instead of like a warm welcome, Naruto just starts like throwing hands with his dad, and you can see all the emotion of not having a father present in your life, growing up an orphan, being the outsider in your city, being known as just an ignorant and lazy person, just in general.
Right.
There's all that frustration came, and it was, you can physically see it on someone's face, the pain, the hurt, the guilt and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's a great moment for a father to finally console his son who he hasn't seen nor felt, and he got to I'm sorry for what I did and stuff, but just know that it was for the good and sake of
I can perfectly
everyone.
picture that in my head just perfectly fine, because I can totally see that.
And I think another great thing about anime is that it's able to tackle super hard issues, even some that some people may find silly. Oh, you can't be talking about this in anime, that needs more seriousness. But a lot of the scenes that have to deal with
because
serious
they're
issues,
so far in between, that drama hits harder.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's just great writers. It's great source material. Authors like Makashi Yamamoto, who is the author of Naruto, and Akira Toriyama, who is the author of Dragon Ball Z. They knew how to write.
And Kohei Horikoshi, mangaka for My Hero.
Yeah, all three of those guys just know how to write. All right, so Carlos, what is one of your saddest movie moments?
So I'm gonna go with a saddest movie moment and a saddest TV show moment.
Okay.
Saddest movie moment for me has to be. I can't go into it because it is kind of a spoiler, but it's
recent?
Oh, it's the ending of Y Tu Mamá También, which is.
I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah.
It's so if you guys have seen Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban, yes. The guy who directed that this was one of his first films, and it's made in Mexico. And it's a coming of age story of these two basically blood brothers who go on this road trip with this woman who they're both. It starts out kind of funny because they're both, all they want to do is have sex with her, but it instead becomes more about them realizing more about themselves and their friendship and their brotherhood. And the ending of that movie literally broke me.
I thought that was the plot of Brokeback Mountain.
No.
They discover a little bit about their friendship.
I think they discover a lot about their friendship in Brokeback Mountain.
There's a lot of things that happen on that.
But okay.
There's a lot that happens in this movie, and it's not just like on the surface everyone thinks oh, this is just kind of a movie just to show graphic sex scenes. And it's not really. It's really about understanding friendship. And the ending of that movie just absolutely broke me because I will delve into it less into spoiler territory, but it's more about understanding that you can say goodbye to someone and never see them again
and be okay with
it, despite sharing some of the most intimate moments of your life with them.
Oh, that's what that's
dang, that's actually pretty deep.
It's heavy. It caught me off guard when the movie ended. It goes, and then it ends. You're like, oh god, okay. But saddest TV moment. Definitely from Breaking Bad. It's Breaking Bad. It's when Jesse finds out that Walter watched Jane die. It's when Walter literally walks up to him and tells him, "I watched Jane die," and you just see Jesse's story and his arc in that show is my favorite. Everyone says this is Walter's show. I was no, this is Jesse's story because it's such a. He's been through so much trauma in that show. He was used, he was manipulated. Even by the end of the show, he's literally chained up and enslaved to cook this meth for this, this drug lord. And even after they defeat the antagonist, there's still that looming evil. And Walter, in the end, he kind of redeems himself, but he's the monster. He created his own monster, and Jesse's the victim. And to me, everything that happens to him makes me feel just so immensely sad.
That's very fair. Yeah. Jeez, okay. Now, what about you guys' old anime crushes? Let's lighten it up before we end it out.
I'm just going to dive into it real quick. Jessie from Team Rocket, she can step on me. That's it.
Dang, that's an interesting choice. Mine.
It's the hair for
Pokemon.
me, dog.
Wait, Jessie from Team
Rocket and Pokemon.
Oh,
I like with her hair down. She looks nicer. I don't like the hair up. That's a weird.
The hair up's
particular
weird,
look.
but the hair down, sheesh. Yeah, those boots, sheesh.
You know
As a
what?
kid, it was Dawn from Pokemon. But
you subconscious. So this is probably just subconscious of me, but I really liked when my Valentine from Yu-Gi-Oh was on screen, and I think that's why I have a thing for. I think that's why I have a thing for blondes.
fair. Later
There's
on
TMI
down the
for
line,
blondes.
it was long-haired Videl, and then after that, it's been.
I do
Videl
know
just
who
looks
that
like
is.
Okay, let's just go with this. Dragon Ball Z. Videl just overall just looks like a twat.
Pigtail Videl is the only acceptable Videl. To
No,
me.
that's the ugliest version of her.
No.
I hate pigtails in
You
general.
like the short hair better?
both of those hairstyles are really bad.
So what
Give
you
me
like?
a
You like her as a MILF in Super?
No, it's a male, but I just don't like. I don't know. It's just pigtails, and like if you're not 12 or under, it just looks weird for people to have pigtails. I don't know. It's just a weird thing with me. Like, don't have pigtails. You're not 12. Like, you're not.
I
not
think
7.
you're associating pigtails with like youth. I think it's a more than acceptable adult hairstyle.
Anyone can go do what they want. I'm just saying. For me, it's like. I also have the urge to just fucking it.
Fine, okay.
All right,
but yeah, that seems like a good way to. That seems like a good. I'm sorry, this one was really all over the place, but we love anime so much. We'll definitely come circle back around for all of this, just like all the other ones. Next time, we're gonna be either talking about. We're gonna be talking about sports next time on the podcast, which will be interesting because that is not my area of expertise, but both of you guys have your aspects. So, and I guess I have a little bit of insight I can offer, but.
You can try your best.
Without further ado, thank you so much for coming and waking up with us today on the Morning Madness podcast. This time on full video format on YouTube, on my channel VictoryTGH on YouTube, and as well as on Anchor, Spotify, and many other platforms for podcasts. Thank you so much for waking up with us, and we'll see you guys next time.